Well, Giuliani was one of the guys that prosecuted you, right?
Yes.
And he actually wrote the foreword to your book.
He did.
How did that work out?
You know, a mutual friend or acquaintance that has a radio show, Joe Pagliarulo, he was close with Rudy, and he had us both on. Rudy agreed to go on his radio show. And Rudy said, it's the first time I spoke to him, seen him or anything in 30-some-odd years. You know, last time I saw him was in a courtroom. And, you know, after that, I mean, it was a nice session. And then publisher asked him to write the foreword, and he wrote an amazing foreword. He really did. So he said he's been watching me for 25 years, and he believes that the transformation is real. And that's why he wrote the foreword.
I mean, you guys were arch enemies at one point.
Rudy told my lawyer the day of my arraignment, and he remembered this, that if he convicted me, he was going to give me double what my father got. My father got 50, so he was going to give me 100 years. And that's the kind of time, you know that, they were giving the guys at that point in time. So if I lose that case, I'm history. I'm done.
Right. But you ended up beating the case.
I beat the case, yeah.
I mean, was there a certain level of anger on his end for losing that case?
Well, it was 15 of us. 7 of us, I believe, got acquitted, and the other 8 got convicted. So he did get partial victory. But, you know, myself and Jimmy Rotunda, we were the main defendants. We were the ones, and he wanted to convict us. We both got acquitted. So, in a way, it was a loss for him.
Okay. The two of you ever actually meet up, or he just did the foreword?
No, we didn't. We haven't met yet. I think we will in the future, but he was also involved, I think, you know, I don't know if you spoke about it with Sammy, in the Mafia States of America sit down that Sammy and I
Yeah, no,
had.
I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, they interviewed him afterwards, so I'm sure we'll meet up.
Yeah, I mean, it's so interesting how the guy who went after the mob so strongly at the tail end of his life ended up defending Donald Trump. Not very well, mind you. You know, I mean, would actually get up and support some of these like ridiculous statements. And once it got to court, he knew that he couldn't actually lie in court. So he had to say, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure, and so forth. And it's almost like he flipped in a way. You know what I mean? Like he went from...
Yeah. Well, listen, you know, I didn't follow that too closely, honestly. But I think Rudy's getting a bad rap on some stuff, too, because the hatred of Trump obviously goes on everyone, you know?
Yeah.
Look, Paul Manafort is a friend of mine. What they did to that guy was terrible. I mean, and all because he was a Trump ally, you know? I think a lot of this is coming out now, you know, without getting too political on this. A lot of it is coming out what really happened with Trump and that whole Russian nonsense. Mm-hmm. And it was nonsense, and I think we can state that positively right now. The evidence is there, the proof is there. So anybody associated with Trump is going to, you know, get that black mark or that blemish against them, and Rudy was one of them.
Yeah, fair enough.